Hi folks, it's Kieran here. Today's video I'm going to have my final session and give you my final thoughts and review of the Vans Kyle Walker Pro 2. These lovely shoes here that I've been skating for 4 months. These ones they've really lasted, and I'll tell you all about that. But what I'm going to do is a little bit of a change up. I'm still trying to work out the best way of doing these kind of review videos that I want to do for shoes. I figured this time I'd do it in like a sort of session video. So we're here at Desborough Skatepark. As you can see, it's a little bit damp, which is going to make things slightly interesting, but this is kind of as good as it gets at most outdoor skate parks this time of year. So we're going to start up just a little warm up on the quarter pipe over here. Just do some of the basic tricks on that. Just get the legs moving, and then I'll talk to you a little bit about the shoes, and then we'll skate some other obstacles. So yeah, let's crack on. That's my little warm-up done. I really like that little quarter pipe. It's a really nice size. It'd be a really good one for learning tricks on if the run-up was slightly smoother and faster. Had a little bit of a extra layer of intricacy today because the top surface is so slick. Normally after I get up out that bump, I just have to give it one little push just to get up onto the top of the quarter pipe. But every time I did that today, it was slipping away. I thought it was going to go on my face before I got to the quarter pipe. But let's talk a little bit about these shoes. And we'll kick off by talking about the durability of them, because I think this is the real big point for the Kyle Walker Pro 2. Vans market it as what they call their waffle cup technology. The idea being it's a vulcanized shoe, so you've got this vulcanized wrap around here, mixed with a cup sole. So normally with those, what you should get is Volk shoes. Normally they wear through faster, but you get better board feel. And cup sole shoes, they take a little longer to break in, but they hold their form much better. I was really sort of skeptical about what that sort of waffle cup technology would be. To me, it just looked like a Volk. But in terms of like how they've held up, particularly in terms of keeping their shape, it's very, very much cup sole-y. These shoes are not blown out at all. And that's what I was really, really concerned would happen, that they would get soggy, my flick would kind of get weird, and they just would feel really loose after, you know, a month or 6 weeks of skating. To be 4 months in and for these to have held their shape so well, considering as well that it's a slip-on, absolutely incredible. So whatever Vans are doing with this waffle cup, it's spot on. It does exactly what you want it to do. The shoe's held its shape really well. Like I said, 4 months out of a skate shoe, that's pretty impressive. You can see that I finally sort of broke through the toe cap. That took a long time. I normally break through those a lot quicker. The heel, my heel flip area, which is here, you can see that ate away pretty quickly. But once it broke through the initial suede and into this foam, this bit of suede here that sort of flapped up seems to have protected the rest of it. And then the ollie area, like barely nothing at all. Well, that's pretty normal for me. So yeah, in terms of durability, I highly rate these shoes. They have lasted me so long and felt really good throughout. So what we'll do now, a little bit more skating. I'm going to skate the bank behind me. If you've been watching the channel for a while, you knew it was inevitable. There's no way I was coming to Desborough Skatepark and not skating the bank. If you're new to the channel, 1, hit subscribe for us, and 2, I skate banks all the time. So yeah, I love them. So yeah, let's do that, and then we'll come back and talk about the board feel and bits and bobs like that. that sucked. I'm having one of those days where all my tricks are just flowing and working. I managed the varial flip and the backside flip and the heel flip. All, I think it was second try for the 2 kickflip versions and third try for the heel flip. All of those tricks normally take me a while, so it's a good day. The shoes are sending me off in style. I took that pretty meaty slam trying the varial heel fakie. I decided I'd give myself 5 tries at that trick because everything else was working so well. It's a trick that I don't do very often at all, to be honest. And yeah, on the 4th one, we took that slam. I tried it like 2 or 3 more times after that, but I don't want to get into fighting that trick today. But yeah, it's lovely when you come out and have a day where everything is just working. So let's talk about the board feel on these shoes, because obviously with every skate shoe, how well you can feel and manipulate your board from your shoe is such an important aspect. And I was really, really impressed with these shoes. Again, the board feel is excellent. It's not too much like the Nike Shanes that I was skating before. I felt like it was just too much board feel. There was like nothing between me and the board, which was great for doing the flip tricks and stuff, but just didn't fill me with any confidence. These had that just perfect amount where you could really feel your board, you could really manipulate it around, but you still felt like it was a big thick sole giving you some protection and some you know, some confidence. Also, the flick has lasted ages. You can see that I've split through the toe, I'm down to the stitching, and yet all my flip tricks were coming out so nicely. So that for me is just another reason why this is such a fantastically designed shoe. You know, it holds up really well. The board feel is great. You know, it fills you with confidence when you're skating. They're awesome. They're absolutely awesome. So I'm gonna do one last thing just to finish the session up, and then we'll come back and end the video. I'm gonna do at least one 50-50 grind on this ledge that I'm sat on just here. This ledge is a little bit taller than the one I skate in Harborough, and for some reason it really freaks me out. I don't think it's the height, I think it's the fact that it's like got this empty space below. I always feel like I'm going to catch my board underneath or catch my foot here and fling myself out the other end, which I don't think has ever happened to me or even come close, and yet it still really, really freaks me out. So I try and make sure every time I come to this park that I 50-50 this ledge at least once. The plan was to do a few today, but I'm already feeling a little sore. My calf from where I was skating at Drayton Alley the other day is feeling a little tight, and like I said, I've just started a new job, so probably not a good time to tear that to pieces and then have to take time off work. I don't think they'd appreciate that. So yeah, let's get at least one 50-50 on the ledge. If it comes quickly, we'll do a couple or something like that. We definitely can't have that as the only one. There we have it, folks. I was able to get 3 50-50s on this ledge. It took me about 6 or 7 tries overall, so nearly 1 in 2, and a few of those were just the mental roll up at it and half pop. But once I actually start committed to it, you know, they're going down pretty quick and pretty easy. I need to start working on going at it a little bit quicker. That's the next step. I'm doing that with most of the other ledges I'm skating, just haven't got around to doing it with this one yet because of that mental barrier. So probably do a video on that in the future, because doing the videos on it and stuff like that really helps with me building my confidence. And you know, I think it's good to show every bit of progression, because you never know, might be someone out there who comes across the video who, you know, is having the same problem as you, and if you showcase that, then that might help them get through it or something like that. That's what I keep telling myself anyway. But yeah, let's give you my final thoughts, final review of the Vans Kyle Walker Pro 2. I've been trying to think of bad points. There really isn't any, at least not for me. I think this is a great shoe. The design is awesome. It's very different and unique. The durability for 4 months worth of skating is absolutely fantastic. This waffle cup technology, honestly, like I said, I really had my doubts about it. I figured it would just be like a Volk, but as I've worn away, you can see that they have properly blended this. This is how you would wrap a Volk shoe. Basically, with a vulcanized shoe, you get a strip of rubber and you use that strip of rubber to glue the sole to the upper and it wraps around quite high like this. Whereas with a waffle, not a waffle cup, this is a waffle cup, with a cup sole, it's stitched together and you don't get such a high thing. I thought Vans are just sort of like chunked out a Volk, but you can sort of kind of see there is some stitching going on down there. I think this is real proper blend. I can't fault these. I think they're a great shoe. I think Vans are discontinuing them. I certainly haven't seen them about or for sale as much as they were, and that would be a real shame, because in a shoe market where there is a lot of similar looking shoes, particularly when it comes to slip-ons, to have something that's unique and different and just a really good quality shoe, you know, they should keep that on the market. But you know, probably isn't selling very well. Yeah, I would buy them again quite happily. You know, obviously there's a lot of shoes out there that I want to try and get to, but if I was only given these to skate for the rest of the time, I definitely wouldn't be disappointed. They are a great shoe. So yeah, that's all I've got for this video. The next video you will see will be a first session in a pair of S's that I've got next. I think they're the XL Slim Pro Plus, but I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, it's a pair of shoes from S, which is awesome. After that, in the future, I've got a pair of Adidas Lucas Puig's Pro shoes to try as well. So they're coming at some point. I don't know, it depends how long the S's last, I guess. And then I currently don't have a shoe lined up, so I've got 3 in mind, and I thought I'd put it to you guys and get your thoughts. So it will be between the new at the time of recording, Cariuma Valley's. That's the Mike V's Pro shoe that he's doing with Cariuma, a shoe company that kind of exploded onto the scene through 2020, 2021, and they look pretty interesting. Or we've got Etnies Joslin. This is Chris Joslin's Pro model on Etnies, a real sort of classic styled skate shoe that looks pretty awesome. Or we've got the Lakai Cambridge. Those are the 3 that I'm sort of thinking about. All of them are great looking shoes, and probably I will skate all 3 of them at some point. But leave it down in the comments below which of the 3 you guys would like to see in the future, and if there's a consensus, I'll pick up one of them and we'll give them a go. But yeah, huge thank you for watching. If you're new to the channel, please consider hitting subscribe. I really appreciate everyone who does that. I do shoe content, I do progress videos mainly, sessions with my mates, and all sorts of bits and bobs. So, you know, come along for the ride. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, help out with the almighty YouTube's algorithm, which seemingly no one understands. I definitely don't. Yeah, that's all I've got for today's video. I'll see you guys next time. Take care.